yo soy Augusto Enríquez. Están viendo TDC Moncton.
Hey folks, it's Nick from TDC Moncton and Cigarri Whiskey from CFBO. And I've got with me someone that I've been introduced to very recently. And also, this man has probably a bigger shadow than anyone would ever recognize. Just going through your website, I actually managed to find out that this man actually did sing with the greats. Luciano Pavarotti, Andrea Bocelli, and thousands more that are in Cuba, Italy, and other locations.
Hello.
Hello, and his name is?
Augusto Enríquez.
De Cuba.
De Cuba.
Okay, so I understand that you've been coming here to the Maritimes, especially Halifax, to do shows. I know that you were involved with Los Primos,
Yes.
with Jeff Goodspeed. Okay, and how many years have you been singing? Because I understand that's your musical talent, your musical instrument, your voice.
Okay, I started to sing when I was a child, and I never went to music school in my life, but I always was very close to the music in my home with my family. Listen always good records, and maybe I was inspired to take a guitar and start to sing at 9 when I was 9 years old. So I was singing all that period until I graduated of medicine. I'm a doctor, I'm a physician, and then very soon after I was graduated, I started to sing in a band, in a very popular Cuban band at that time, and in 6 months I became not very famous, but very popular in Cuba. So my career as a singer started like this. I thought, okay, I can be a doctor, and at the same time, as a hobby, I will sing on the stage sometimes, but it was not like this. The reality was another. As I told you, in 6 months I became a popular singer. So in the next 3 years, I tried to be a physician for a while, but I couldn't because I was gynecologist. So imagine when I became popular, my office was always full. So I had to quit, do it to ethical things, no? And I started to do it professionally. It was 28 years ago, and since that time, I was dedicated to learn and to understand the world music because I did it only as a hobby.
Okay. So it became from a hobby, became a profession.
Yes. Then I went to the special school for professionals, and I got some music techniques and I learned to read papers, to read music papers because before I couldn't. So my career is, I don't know, I always did what I wanted to do, so it's a privilege because not everybody can do it, and I always thank God because He gave me the possibility to do that, the opportunity to express myself and to discover in myself that I could be a good artist. I don't know. I'm learning. I am 52 years old, and I am.
You don't look it.
Yes, but the only way to do well this profession is to have the capability and the motivation to learn. Otherwise you're out.
Well, I know that you're very active in the music, in this particular music spiel. Right now it's going to be Latin, Cuban music, right? Jazz. I know most of your material tends to be that way, and if you've ever heard of the song called Quizás, Quizás, he does a very good rendition, folks. In fact, one of the best that I've heard so far from a man singing it, because it's always a woman that I hear singing that particular song.
But in particular, that song is a Cuba, as I tell always, as I always tell, it's a song for drunk people because in Cuba you listen that song only in the bars, but it became an international hit and for many years, for more than 60 years. So it's a classic. It's a standard, Cuban music standard.
Yeah.
And it's a big pleasure. It's always a big pleasure for me to sing it everywhere I go. I recorded 2 times with 2 different formats. With my big band, I have a big band, and with a little band of 5. It's a little ensemble, and because it's a beautiful song, everybody knows it, and at the same time, it's not easy to sing it. When you go deep, it's not so easy.
True. But you do it so well. Now, I know throughout your whole musical career, I haven't had a chance to line up the discs to see exactly how many discs you've done, but based on your biography and your own background and all the awards and accolades that you've received, how many discs did you record? I know there's one that's fairly recent that you released, I think maybe 2 years ago?
Yes. No, now that I was working for 4 years doing a trilogy. It's an album of 3. I have it here today.
Okay.
I was 4 years working on that because it's a symphonic popular music, popular Cuban music, and dedicated to Silvio Rodriguez opera. Silvio Rodriguez is the most important singer-songwriter of Cuba. But before, I did more than 16 records in my life, and collaboration in more than 20 or 25.
And concertas also for opera performances, because I know that you worked with some of Italian's greats in regards to singers and also songwriters and directors.
Yes, I had the fortune to have that possibility and do it the best I could. So I think music is only one music. It's good music, and I'm not so sure what classic music means or popular music, because the majority of classic music that we call classic music was popular. So Beethoven never knew that he was a classic, and Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, he never knew. No, I am a Baroque. No, he was composing for church, and sometimes for the people, Handel and everybody. And I'm not compare myself with nobody, but I like to play good music. That is the only music that exists for me. And so when I am requested to sing an opera, or maybe now, I was requested to sing at the end of this year with the Cuban National Symphonic Orchestra.
Nice.
The ninth Symphony of Beethoven, Ninth Symphony, the 4th movement. I will sing the tenor voice. So I'm very proud of that. It's a difficult job. It's a difficult work. For me, because it's not the same to sing Italian opera bel canto than a classic German symphony, in which you are, it's a choral, it's a big choral, it's a different procedure to sing it. So I am rehearsing from now, I'm practicing, and the concerto, I have it in December. So, I prepare everything I do.
Well, you'd have no choice, especially for these big concerts.
No, because
I'll be the first Canadian to actually wish you good luck on your concert in December. I'll be looking for news from that on the internet because everyone's going to want to actually give comments. Is there a particular artist that you enjoy for your own personal enjoyment listening?
Yes, I depend because I prefer many.
Yes, that's
but I can tell you, for example, in pop North American music, I always listen to James Taylor. Sometimes in the past, I listened to some of Stevie Wonder because he taught me a lot of things about singing. I listen sometimes Barbra Streisand and others, you know. But now I'm listening classic most of the time. I'm concentrated in violin concertos because I like so much. Because I think the violin is like a voice, so it's very close to the voice, and I learn some of the intervals from the beautiful concertos, Mendelssohn, Brahms, Tchaikovsky concerto, violin concerto, or Elgar, or, you know, I am concentrated in that because it helped me to understand many times how to use my voice. Concentrated in what does what the violin does, and that's it. I listen so much Cuban music, of course, Benny Moré and others. I love Cuban troubadours and
Chucho Valdés.
Chucho, no, yes, in jazz. Chucho Valdés is my friend. Is one of my close friends.
Yes,
and classic Cuban music. For example, I have, he's like my father, Leo Brouwer. If you look for him on internet, you will see that he's the most important composer, Cuban composer, classic composer, and he's alive. And you know, I had the privilege to meet all those people and be friend of them. You know that. I'm very happy.
I only wish that I would have known you way before getting this particular chance to interview you at Stainer's, where we're at right now, because there's so much for me to ask. Now, I have to stop here because you're probably getting ready to go on, and you've got your coffee that's getting cold. But what's the name of your last release, your last album?
Te doy una canción. I give you a song. Okay, there are 34 songs because there are 3 CDs, but the name is like this. Te doy una canción.
So here you had it. How do we find your disc? Is it available on the website?
No, it will be because it was launched 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so very recent.
So I have some copies with me, but we have they will be on internet in the future.
Okay, well, I'll just remember the name. That's all you need to know.
If you want to know my last release, you have to come to.
So, folks, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.